Today's Vloggy Day rebooted, and I'm just happy to be here. What? Oh, 202.
Morning, Bula.
Morning.
How many bananas did you eat this morning?
Just two.
Just two? From Singapore. I just realized I'm wearing my sunglasses inside. We have a big day ahead of us. Every day so far has been huge, but for today we're starting at the Botanical Gardens. But first coffee, right? Okay, now we can go see some plants. This has never met Parisians before. Wow. Do it. Unfortunately, we won't have time to see it all. Fortunately, we get to go meet somebody very interesting after this, but this is gorgeous. Honestly, when I first walked in, I thought it was going to be like walking through a jungle. It felt very like zoo-esque in that way. And then we got to this part with the little lake, and everything's actually fairly open, and this is very nice. Good morning. Cheers.
Cheers. I used to go to school here.
Oh yeah?
Where? My college.
This does feel like an old school vlog with the focus on the flowers for my grandma. It's funny. For those of you that have been watching for a long time, I hope you catch all the little homages I'm throwing in along the way. And for those of you who don't, that's totally fine. We're headed to brunch now with a film director who I will link to below. I just realized I didn't link to Bulat yesterday, which I can go correct right now, so you hopefully won't notice that, but if you don't follow Bulat yet, you're missing out.
See, you even suggested what's been like
Freaking delicious.
Underwear sticking between my, left and right side.
I can't take this guy anywhere. But we are taking him to the Chippy Bistro, which we were here the other night and got the drink that's going to change my life, which is a pandan liquor that we got directly from the distillers here. I bought 2 bottles. If you don't know about pandan, we should probably do a whole thing on pandan, but that's a drawing of the plant right there. Long time no see. Already on this trip, we've met a lot of really creative people, like a leather crafter, a jeweler, an award-winning filmmaker, like Cannes Film Festival level award-winning filmmaker, an actor who gave us socks, which I should definitely get a photo of because I don't think I took any footage of that. We've met some really wonderful people along the way, and I think the stories that I've heard consistently are stories that actually I resonate with a lot personally, both as a creative but also as somebody who comes from a culture that may not fully appreciate the creativity. Everybody kind of expresses this uphill battle, this challenge to express themselves but also to pursue their art without this sense of support. Some of them have support from their friends, family. We've met radio DJs, musicians, tour guides, like an incredible array of people that have all been honestly super warm and welcoming, and people with whom I feel like I have a lot in common. When I left Spokane 10 years ago, just under 10 years ago, this is my 10-year anniversary of daily vlogging, right? I actually just saw footage of my buddy Jesse, who just reached out to me. Jesse, if you see this, I need to find your message. He was serving coffee in my favorite coffee shop, and I remember him as being one of the few people that just took a genuine interest in me vlogging and doing this. The vast majority of other people that came across this tolerated it, but really looked at me like, why are you doing this? Who cares? Who cares about your life? What you have to say? All that. It felt very negative. And I felt suffocated. And I've said this multiple times before, but vlogging for me was a lifeline to the outside world, where being creative, having that outlet was really important. To get video creation back into my life as a regular routine, as a discipline, it was really something I didn't want to lose touch with because I felt like I would go really hard for a period and then let it go for a long time. And so making it a discipline like I had done with my photo per day project that I did for 11 years was my way of just making sure that I continued to push forward and learning how to tell good stories and trying to make half-decent videos. And a lot of the stories that I've heard here are from people who are doing some really incredible work. Both the leather worker, who you're gonna meet more here this weekend, and the jeweler have actually made their craft for the Princess of Japan, of all things. We just met a filmmaker who received the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival. And yet you get this sense in the conversations that we're having that there's a validation that comes from the outside world that doesn't necessarily come from home. And I really feel that really deeply. It's actually, I'm realizing, a really raw and emotional thing for me to be hearing these stories. For one, because I feel like I see these wonderful people and what they're doing, like really see them on this level. And I really understand that feeling of like performing for an audience that doesn't quite get it. And so it also makes me very, very grateful that I found what I have here. And this time in Singapore, with all the great food and getting off the beaten path and singing with a large group of people, doing all this crazy stuff, I think the most moving part for me so far has just been that universal connection of the creative, the craftsman, existing in an environment that maybe doesn't fully understand them. And I hope I'm not speaking out of turn to share that, but I felt a very consistent thread through our conversations about that. And I'm really impressed with everyone we've met because they've stuck it out and they've all made some really incredible lives and communities for themselves. Thanks. Was that like the best brunch of your life?
Yeah. I mean, not about because food, because this human being. I'm so shocked, so surprised, so impressed. That's like how many things in the same moment does your clear mind?
Yeah.
And you, it's like just ridiculous.
It's good. So for the uninitiated, because I wasn't totally clear on this myself, a hawker center, it's often mistaken for being a food court, but the thing is these are all family-run institutions, right? They move around a little bit, and it was all in an effort to get hawkers, like street food vendors, off the streets for sanitation purposes, etc. So this has become a really, really infamous element of Singaporean culture. One of the things that most people have heard of, I actually asked on Instagram what you think of when you think of Singapore, and I think just behind like safety, hawker centers were right up there. And I could see why, and especially like with the vibrant nightlife, which we've only seen a little bit of so far. You find yourself something really good to eat any time of the day. A lot of this stuff they were saying is pretty oily, pretty like fried, greasy, whatever, but it's delicious. Maybe don't eat here every day all the time, but people do. So Shui Kuen, I'm learning from tour guide number 18 on this trip. We've met so many amazing people. Is a savory, spicy breakfast dish normally. We're having it in the afternoon because we're savages, but it's really good. I need more spice in my life.
What is this?
It's rice cake and then with radish, with shrimp paste and chili. So,
Yeah, this is the good stuff.
It's very healthy.
It's so nice. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah, be careful. This one is like crazy.
Look at his face.
You know how much I love street food. This is just like an endless, opportunity. We've gone to some really, really nice restaurants though. Wait, yes ma'am? Oh, cool.
Salted egg.
Oh, whoa. And the way that it's been explained to us is that this is the kind of place that everybody goes, no matter what your social status, class, the politicians will be here eating. It's just a place where people go to mix, have a nice meal. I don't know, man. I love this kind of thing, honestly. I kind of want to try it all. Thank you.
But that's still very
That really changes the flavor of that chestnut. It's not what I expected.
Yeah.
I feel a little self-conscious because I'm just trying to keep track of like the names of the food, but also the cultures that they came from, because there's just a beautiful, like there's so much overlap, which is really, really interesting to see consistently the influences of each culture on the other. And I think it's also that thing that has come up a few times in talking to people also about the confidence in the culture of Singaporean culture itself, because there's such strong influences coming in from the people that make it up already. But I could definitely eat my way through Singapore about 20 times over, I think, at this rate.
Oh, there you go.
It's reminding me of it's a peach. It's not that. We are drawn to good coffee like moths to a flame. How you doing in the heat, buddy?
No.
Thanks, of course, to Trevor Valdez, today's patron producer, and all my patrons also for being a part of this very long journey. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that we're finishing the night with a book release, a book launch of our friend Swanson, whose book release we went to, the French one, in Paris already. We get to go to the Singaporean one tonight, which is very exciting. It's been really, really nice to be surrounded by creative people on this trip. Whether it's writers and painters, Siwan has made some amazing paintings, which I'm hoping we get to see some of the originals while we're here. Music, like the people who are leading the sing-song event we got to do the other night. Filmmakers, chef after chef. Obviously, we've just talked to so many people in food. And then hanging out with Bulat, Lindsay, and Pearl, who are all deeply creative in their own ways. There's just been a really nice time to talk and look at what we have together. And ultimately what it comes around to, I think, and Lindsay put it this way, is it is all about chosen family. It's about finding your people. It's about finding the people that share your values in community, creativity, and investing in your community and creating value instead of extracting value. How can we bring people together, be human together, and coexist? And Singapore, if nothing else, is a city that coexists very well. It has its challenges, we've heard about some of those, but it also has some really beautiful elements to it that we're very fortunate to get to see. And I'm ultimately just so grateful to be able to come and witness it for myself and taste it for myself, the food, man. I mean, what's life without a little Vespa ride through Singapore, right?
Yeah, just tell me where you want me to go.
Yeah, take me to the tastiest meal in town, please.
There you go. So I went out all the way first, and I said,